Every year, I wonder, is it getting too big? Can I manage it? Every day I get up and I work on it. And I just keep going. And I've learned not to sweat the small stuff. Big picture matters. I wouldn't mind putting the grasses in the ground, but they look good on the deck too. There's my giant lemon tree. This is a wisteria propagation from the one that's flanking the shed doors. I can't believe it's blooming. It's like 3 years old, I think. This is a wisteria. It's a different kind. I got it in a box. It's a bare root. Very long time ago, and it has never bloomed. Needs a good trimming. I brought the clippers over here because this one needs a good trimming too.
Number 8.
Yuck, there's a bug on me. This is the vine that the hummingbirds like. Trumpet vine. Invasive. Love-hate relationship with this one. Okay, so the old wisteria, I cut it back hard. And the trumpet vine. Cut it back pretty hard too. Such a big bushy old piece. It was the first piece that was moved, my first propagation from the one at the duck pond, which was the first one to go in. Not the duck pond, it's just the pond. Okay, so got a pencil holly that top died. I don't know if it's going to leaf back out on top, but it is leafing out at the bottom. The newest trumpet vine. Bleeding Heart, there's 2 of them in front there, and it's just huge this year. It didn't get nibbled back like it usually does. The new pencil holly. Very short. This one is a couple years old. I've had it for a couple years and it wasn't a bad size when I bought it. I did the scratch test on it and the top was dead. So we're just gonna have to let it see how much it'll grow in 1 year. That's what we're gonna do. I planted the little clumps of coleus that were left when I was dividing them. There were several ends that were still clumps. And so we have a drift of them back there. They do well there. I've had them there before in the past, so they looked really good at the end of the year. Later on. I had this pencil holly last year. I'm surprised the other one didn't do better. But anyway. At some point I might have to just accept the fact that I can't do pencil hollies here. They just don't winter well. Find something else. I do like hollies. Maybe I can find something in the holly family. These are wintered tropical lilies. They're, how old are they now? I found the seeds in Florida, so they're seedlings. 4 years old, maybe? 3? Nine bark. It was moved last year. There were too many big things clumped together on one side of this garden and not enough on this side. Perfect, really. Moving that. Just one flower. Oh, here's another one. This doesn't bloom out very well. It's a shade. Black lace elderberry. It does get berries, you know. Doesn't have a lot of flowers, but they do get berries. Another one getting ready to come out. Yep. Okay, so there's more flowers coming. Took out the dead branch. I'm starting to see some other all right, good enough. I think as far as putting something in the shade, this was a good choice. Elderberry. This one takes a long time, so you see a lot of young shoots coming out the bottom, but it will leaf out on top. It's probably the last thing in my yard to leaf out is the top of the elderberries. After they finally leaf out, then I'll find the dead twigs. Colorado blue spruce. And I gave this one a good trim too. I can't remember what it is. It's not a honeysuckle, it's something else. Similar though. The weeping pine. It's beautiful color this time of year. As do most conifers. Putting things on the side of the greenhouse. It's warm enough. They don't have to be inside. Turmeric has been out in really bad windstorms, and I got them out early enough that they're growing more strong from the elements. They're not as tattered as they usually are when I put them out. Depends on, you know, how far they are in their development. If they develop their leaves inside without the wind and the sun, then they have to acclimate to it. So I got a lot of things separated. Tomatoes, squash, cucumbers. The coleus has been divided again. That's like a bunch in there. So that was a tail end of something, but there's a lot of them that are just singles. Aromas haven't been separated yet. But a lot of the tomatoes have been. What's this one? It's an heirloom. I got the heirloom came from a grocery store tomato. I didn't have any heirloom seeds. So I have them up on top of the table so that I can put them in the ground. It's a big red. These sprouted late. I thought the seeds were bad. But that's the end of these seeds this year for the big red. Most of my tomato plants come from grocery store tomatoes. And it's really hard to save tomato seeds from the garden. There was an ashwagandha plant in here that has passed. I thought maybe these were baby ashwagandhas because there's so many seeds in a pod, but it looks like weeds. Find one that looks good. That's ashwagandha. It's warm enough to get the ashwagandha outside. It's been moving back and forth between 1 and 2. I took the heater out of 2, so I brought it back in here so we had another cold spell. Corn. I mentioned I was going to plant some corn. The corn is up. My goal is 16 plants. So anyway, we're in good shape. We have space and we're in good shape. This is the time that I planted when I redid the front of the greenhouse, and it's looking happy. One of the plants that I wintered, there's just enough room for it. So white geraniums getting ready to bloom. I started out with 3 or 4 a couple years ago, and I only have 1 left. Primrose, I absolutely love it. I did start this from seed a long time ago. It's a perennial. I move it around a lot. This plant is a yucca, and I grew it from seed. The seed was found in the wintertime in Ann Arbor. Pretty cool plant. I like it. I moved this one so it doesn't look as good. Lavender's getting ready to bloom. It smells good when I was planting in here. Yummy. It smells good outside, but I don't really like the smell as something to relax you. I don't really like the smell that much. Outside I like it though. I didn't get the alliums on film at a good time this year because I just got busy. So they're going over. I love them. I look forward to them every year. I plant more every fall. The wintered begonias, 2 out of 3 are looking good, and this one will bounce back. Struggled a bit. Potted pepper plants are just going where they will fit in a pot. Some of the peppers were wintered in smaller containers. I'm moving them, all the smaller ones, up to this size, and this size will hold. Really emptying out the greenhouse a lot. So I have 1, 4, 5 more to go. I'm gonna leave the other 3 peppers for a little while. Multiple other projects to work on, but I'm gonna keep all the peppers in pots except for the ones I planted in the greenhouse. Greenhouse 2 fits 6 peppers. And I'm doing that because the growing season is short. Just when the peppers really start getting going is when the weather turns and it starts getting too cold. So if I can just pick the pots up and move them in a heated greenhouse, they will continue to give peppers through December. And I think it'll be better because I'm not disrupting the roots. This is the first time I've kept them in pots. But I'm sure it's going to be good, as long as it's got a right size pot. So it wasn't worth it last year to put them in the ground. So they fell off at the end of December. They were dormant from January until now. They're just now coming back. And they've got 6 months to do their business before they go to sleep again. The flowers on the honeysuckle are really pretty. The berries are orange. I think this honeysuckle's been moved twice. And it is happy, so I don't have to move it again. I really like it. Thought about moving this because this hollyhock's so huge. Too many things have already been moved. This has got a bud on it. These hollyhocks are new. I don't know what color they're going to be. This will be the first time they're blooming. I have a drift of the lighter colored coleus through here. I like the one with the fringes. This one's kind of ruffly. Not enough of those. This is the garden I was thinking of when I was separating the colors, because the red really doesn't go here. Coral is okay. Trying to keep the tomatoes in the middle because the ones in the middle did better last year. This one I haven't staked yet. But I have one more. I have to find one more spot. So what I'm doing is I'm still leaving flowers. I mean, I moved a bunch early in the year. And I left, the rest of them until they're in my way. Cleaned out a bunch of forget-me-nots in here so I could plant cucumbers and summer squash. These are the potatoes that I planted this year. Potatoes have taken over this back corner section of the garden. There was a lot of really small potatoes that I didn't want, and I didn't want to clean them. I didn't want to take them in the house. So they just went back in the ground. My guess is it'll be a good potato harvest. Yellow skin. Might be a red skin in there somewhere. This whole fence line is new, and these are all the flowers that I took out of the vegetable garden and moved them to the fence. There's not really enough room to do a garden on both sides, but I am hoping passion flowers will come up really well on one side. Keep it viney. I found a spot to put the other tomato cage, and they both have tomatoes in them. I just have to stake them. The heat's rolling in. I love sage. I don't have an easy time keeping sage alive, but I get lucky. Bee balm, I've been meaning to harvest that for days and days. This is marshmallow. I have some in the vegetable garden and around the bee balm. I'm making marshmallows this year. They are medicinal, but you know, it's fun either way. But it's medicinal, and I'm into medicinal, so yeah, that's gonna be me. And I really do, as much as I love the flowers on the bee balm, I need to harvest it for the chickens' winter herb mix. Planted an elderberry tree in here to block the compost. Mostly I've gotten this garden in good shape. There was a fence around it that I took down that was a problem. So I was timing everything so the hostas would be up. The people who mow the lawn typically mow the hostas once or twice before they get going. I didn't want them to mow the hostas. This is the line I haven't worked on much. This part's bad around the grapes. It'll look better after it rains. Probably have a few more weeds to pull out. Need to trim this real soon. Less grapes is bigger, better grapes. Just gotta go through and keep 2 clusters and then take the 3rd one off. Everything looks dry. We're supposed to get some rain. I hope we get some rain. Otherwise, I'm gonna have to come over here and water. This is really hard. It's clay, and when clay is dry, it's like cement. You can't get a shovel through it. After the rain, I'll come back through and give this another little edge. I gave up on it because it was too hard to get the shovel through. So I'm finishing up just as strawberry season is upon us. Peonies look good. I did not tie them up this year. I don't think I tied them up last year either. I ran out of twine. That is not my excuse this year. But my goodness, that's pretty. This elderberry is starting to leaf. Gosh, it's like starting. I don't even know if the camera's picking it up, but yeah, it is starting to leaf. They're lilies. They're really pretty. I didn't know lilies got that tall.